Nice. Nice. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. 3 more. Oh, nobody's here. I am sad. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Hello, people. Wait, Tiggy. Oh, I did. Okay. And do you have glasses now? Cigarette. Meal prep. I just gotta like put everything away in containers and weigh it all up, and then a little bit of cleaning, and then I'm done for the night with that. So not quite done yet. I just took a break because I was lazy, and I didn't really feel like doing much. I've just been lazy lately. So yeah. Oh dear. It looks like they changed it. It looks like the comments actually stay on the live now, which is nice, because I wasn't doing that before. I like that. I like that a little bit more. YouTube's not too shitty now. Okay, we got that. I just wish there was a way to make the comments bigger. Oh, was there? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just weird. I honestly think it has a lot to do with the weather, because it was really nice weather and it kind of got gloomy. So I just feel like, like tired and shit. Oh. But yeah, just about done the meal prepping for the week. Hi, next. YouTube is trying to complain. I wouldn't mind if YouTube competed with TikTok. Like I said, TikTok is nice for a few things, but overall, like as a Canadian, we don't make money on YouTube. I don't even make money for views or nothing. And like I don't really make money on my YouTube either at this point in time, because like, I don't have enough of a following for it to be like, you know what I mean? You look at my TikTok, I have 300,000 followers, let's say. We're gonna round it up. But I don't make money off of it. And it's discouraging when I talk about certain content that I'm passionate about or that resonates with me, and then, yeah, sorry, I mean TikTok. But then that platform wants to decide what kind of a content creator I am. And it's frustrating, like, even for example, when people still come into my lives and like, you need to do your old G dance. And I'm like, I'm not doing that stupid rave dance. Like, I hate it. I genuinely hate doing it. Like, especially when I'm like I feel forced to do it on a camera. There's nothing fun about it. It feels very forced and it doesn't feel fun at all. And it's like, I don't want to do it. So I'm not going to do it. And since I stopped doing it, I noticed like shortly after, my account just progressively got slower and slower. And at one point, the traction or interaction on my account started to pick up when I relapsed. And I was just being honest, like, like this is what I feel like, and this is what's going through my head. The interaction was there, and I think it had a lot to do with people being sympathetic and understanding, which is really nice. But then it was like boom, 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 guideline violation for guideline violation. Not, you know what I mean? And like that was really shitty, because here I am talking about these things, and I'm not able to express it or go in depth with it. So I don't know. I think what'll be nice is because I've kind of been on a I don't know a standstill of what kind of content do I post, and I don't want to be like a lot of sober content creators where all they talk about is their addiction, the same story over and over and over and over again, because it gets really run down and repetitive, and I don't want to be that. I don't want my content to be just that. Just like I don't want to be just a dancing. Like yeah, I'll reiterate things. I'll talk about it when it's brought up and such. But I don't want to be super, super, super repetitive because it's just not what I want to do. I don't know if that makes sense, right? I want progress. I want to be moving in a different direction. I don't know what direction that is yet, but it's definitely not being on the wheel. So, Patrick, how is it? What time are you working till this week? Monday to Thursday, 10-hour days. I get off at 5:30. I'm roughly home, let's say a little after 6, maybe 6:15. That makes sense. I do. Like the nice thing about my YouTube live is the people that come here, right? Like the worst part about my YouTube live is I don't have music playing, which kind of sucks. But the people that really want to sit here and shoot the shit and engage with me come to my YouTube. Troy, how's it going? Patch Life. Hi. So, yeah. Let's see. Can I will say like the one thing I noticed too is like when I click on your guys' names, it doesn't let me follow back like how TikTok would. So like, there's a couple downsides with YouTube, but we'll see. Possibly sushi date this week. I like sushi. That's a fucking no-brainer. Sushi Toshi is probably the best place in the Edmonton area for sushi. And you know the thing too with YouTube is I've kind of explored and seen what kind of content does good, and me just like posting some gym stuff seems to do okay. Just kind of like being my goofy ass dumbass self seems to do really well too. So I would love to see my YouTube channel hit 10,000 followers this year or potentially more, but we'll see where it gets, right? Ultimately, I really want to make my YouTube channel kick off, but it's also hard in a sense because I really don't know what to post on YouTube. You coming down this week finally? So we'll see what happens. And I know I gotta post on YouTube to grow, and it's just fuck. That's why if you look at like my content, all my content is regurgitated or shotgunned videos. It's all the same on my platforms for the most part. Are you cooked? A little medium rare chicken never hurt nobody. I say good. Nah, it's just time, man. Just time and patience. Where's the best burger place in Edmonton? Oh man, that's a good question. I actually don't eat a lot of burgers, so I couldn't tell you. Best burger place. I don't know. I legitimately do not know. I think school will probably be a nice new direction altogether because it's a new journey. I think that's a whole new world for content, and especially my first semester is really heavily focused on Indigenous studies, practices, and educations. So I think it'll be a nice step in a new direction for sure. I heard PDs. Like the strip club? I've never been there. So I wouldn't know. So growing my channel, it's a time and patience, and that's something I gotta work on because I'm not, like really not the most patient person. And that's one of my biggest downfalls. Thanks, Sigrid. No burger place. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't know then. Because I thought maybe Petey's offered fucking food. I guess I don't know. Oh, wait, never mind. I'll just shut up. Yeah. Okay. Let's get this going. How to cutting device. So what is everyone up to? YouTube is a slow platform to grow on, as well as Facebook. I want to say, but then again, like I don't post like every other one else. I just kind of like I'm me. There's no real niche, right? My new fish apparently has a death wish. Uh-oh, what's going on? I appreciate it, Troy. I do. Four. Sorry, I'm just weighing out my food. So they changed the YouTube live. In the past, when I'd get a new comment, it would come up on the screen and it'd be bigger. And now I don't know why, but it's not making it bigger. What's this button do? No. And it's driving me up and hang on. I'm literally like a foot and a half away from my phone. I don't know what to tell you. It's like the update. I don't fucking know, alright? Social media is weird. It's so fucking weird. I love this stuff. How much are you weighing? Okay. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Comments are on the screen. Yeah, no, I think there's been an update or a change to YouTube. Because it used to pop up where the comments were big and then they disappear, but now the comments stay there. So, fuck the haters. Got your back. I appreciate it, Patrick. I do. So, it's just, I think they changed the layout of YouTube, which is fine. It's nice that the comments stay there. I just wish the comments were bigger. That's my only complaint at this point in time. And the fact that I can't have music in the background without getting a copyright claim is super, super lame. Mm-hmm. I'm not too worried about it next. It is what it is. At some point, I'll be doing my YouTube lives, maybe off the computer. It might be different for computers than it is on the phone, so we'll see. We shall see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's looking for copyright. Most of my videos, Jessica, how are you? I don't know why I said it like that. I'm sorry. I'm kind of embarrassed. How are you? Fuck. I'm good. Thank you for asking. I am good. I mean, like oddly tired, but I think it's because the weather went from like plus 30 degrees down to like 8 degrees, 10 degrees here in Edmonton. And now it's like no sun, really gloomy and whatnot. Yes, cornflower I can have being celiac. Yeah, I don't know. And like a lot of my videos too, both on YouTube and Facebook, have copyright claims. And I'm just like, you guys suck ass. You guys are like butt fuckers, and I don't like it. Modified cornstarch I typically don't fuck with. Even though like it technically says they're gluten free with modified cornstarch, every time I've ever touched it, I always get really sick. It's fucking wild. There's Fox Creek, um, Drayton Valley. I think Edson was evacuated as well, or Hinton. And then you got the fire in Banff. Like it's fucking chaos right now. And Edmonton was supposed to have a bunch of rain today, and that never happened. So we'll see. It's weird stuff. That's starch. The food is weird, man. Food is weird. Like stuff you would think that doesn't need to have gluten or shouldn't have gluten or you shouldn't have to worry about does in some fucking way. Like was it paper straws apparently have gluten. Uh Butter, like the butter you get at a movie theater, I can't fuck with that apparently, depending on what theater I go to. Certain meats, like for example, ground beef, I don't fuck with, because after a while it will mess my guts up. Um, what else? The list is ridiculous. Paper straws, what did they put? Yeah, uh, I didn't even know that. I had to Google it and find that out because someone came onto my TikTok comment section and was saying that, and I was like, that sounds fucking made up. And a Google search fucking proved them right. Gluten is everywhere. Mm-hmm. So, whatever. I'm looking at making a flight down to Oregon here this year. So I don't know if everyone knows who I'm about to talk about, but JD Delay, he's on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. He started the Convict Clothing. He talks a lot about his time when he was in prison. He's heavily tattooed. He's a strawberry blonde, if you will. He's a big old ginger, but heavily tattooed, really nice guy. And I'm looking at maybe making a trip down to Oregon here sometime in the fall to go and do a bunch of content with him and such. What's with all the fires? I'm not. It's just been dry. It's been really dry in Alberta. Like we went from winter and then like things dried up pretty quick and then we got really really hot dry weather in Alberta with pretty decent winds, and you put all that shit together and I think that's a recipe just waiting to happen. But a bunch of fires, from my understanding what the radio said, is a bunch of fires were intentionally lit. And I think we have like 115 wildfires in Alberta alone right now. JD is a really good fucking person. Like content creator aside, JD is an amazing person. Hmm. Mm-hmm. 5:30. I feel so late for some reason. Feels very, very, very late. Hmm. I have 4 and 4 left. It's like it's almost perfectly perfected. I don't know. Do you guys got any random questions you want to ask me while we're on live? I'm pretty sure the majority of you have been enough of my lives. There's not much left to ask or know. No? Okay. Still doing the same. He's awesome. Got it from my mama. Motherfucker, eh? There we go. 5 ounces. I can eat Indian food, yeah. It honestly just depends on like what I'm having or what alternatives and such. Like I could eat, for example, Chinese food if Chinese food was cooked with some sort of different flour. Like for example, sweet and salty or how was it, honey garlic balls and stuff like that. I can't have because the flour is used on them. But if they were using a different type of flour, I could eat them. It honestly it just depends, right? Not fucking bitch. Sorry. So yeah, it just honestly depends on how the food is prepared, what it's made with. Yep. Perfect. All right, that's all done. Nice. I don't know if I do. I have never really tried to look for gluten-free Chinese food, just because it's not a really common thing to be made gluten-free. So I have not tried to look for it in the slightest. All right, how many ounces we got? 2, 4, 3.5, 5.5 ounces. Perfect. Nice thumbnail for the live. I don't even know what the thumbnail is. I just quickly hit live, so if it's something stupid, that's on me. I apologize. I apologize. I'm just trying to get some food here all done. My weekly meal prep and all that good shit. Energy drinks? No, actually, like maybe 3. Um, just because I don't really drink energy drinks to begin with unless I'm going to the gym. And I only really drink them in the morning when I'm going to the gym, like a public gym, if you will. So I actually don't really drink energy drinks that much. Like today I had 2. But for the most part, I really don't have a lot of energy drinks. I'm trying to get away from them in general as well. So, yeah. Chicken and rice. Alrighty. Wait, picky? Hi, Christina. Out of town for the day. It's all good. It's all good. That's cool. You need the energy. I don't know why. I was on TikTok and Katy Perry came up on my FYP, and I just had like I shouldn't say a craving, but like pretty much like a craving just to listen to her music. Jeff, my sobriety's good. What is it? So February 17th. So it's January, February, March, April, like I guess we're coming up on month 3. I just don't really talk about it as much. It's not because like I'm ashamed of the relapse or anything. Um it's just I don't want to sit there and sounds super repetitive, you know? Like I got what was it? Over 2 years clean time. And like looking back when I was like talking about it so much, my head was in such a scrambled, fucking fried up space or state of mind that I couldn't even get my days right. Because at one point I had talked about hitting over 2 years, right? But if you do the math, 360 plus 360 doesn't equal 650, right? So it's like looking back at it, like my head was so fucking scrambled, and I felt like I had to be so upfront and spotlight center that like all that content is kind of embarrassing because it wasn't collected or collective and like thought through. It was just like, fuck, I have to be here. I have to fucking explain this. I have to do this. And I didn't really give myself any time to just like breathe and relax. So I say 650, but it wasn't 650. The number's actually higher, right? And that part I'm a little embarrassed about because like I just felt like I had some sort of responsibility or I guess I owed people to be there and like show them like, hey, like it's okay, but in reality, like yeah, like I was okay, but like I wasn't, and everything is just so fucking clustered. Okay, we got 3 ounces. I'm not disagreeing by any means with you, but I just don't want to sound super repetitive. I think it's when I need to vent and talk about it for sure, but I'd also I hate sounding so repetitive and broken. I hate sounding like a CD on loop sometimes, even though here I am repeating it in a sense. And it's not like it's a bad thing. Just bear with me. But like when for example, like my first year in sobriety. So let's talk about that. I talked about like the experiences, the struggles, and so on that I was having, and then I talked about it again up until my second year. And I don't want to sit there and be repetitive because I've gone through it. I know what to do, and like that part's easy. It's like my head is what's not easy. The intrusive thoughts, the negativity, the self doubt. That shit, that's what's not easy for me. And that's what I struggle with more than anything. And I didn't really make time for that in my first 2 years of sobriety. Yeah, I had a lot of sober time, but I never really made time for myself. And I think I got very caught up in social media when everything was going viral. And I was like, I have to fucking keep doing this. I need to keep riding this wave. And I didn't really do what I needed to do for me. I followed you on TikTok, but I don't have that app anymore because it's drama and trouble. I get that, Jeff. Honestly, I get it. I really do. And you know what's fucked up is ever since I openly talked about my lapse, relapse, slip up, whatever you want to call it, I've had fuck me, I fucked that up again. I've had a number of people come after me in the comments, and then a huge number of people just be really supportive and understanding. And I kind of stress just being supportive. But since then, I've had more trolls coming for me left, right, and center than I've ever had. When I was just like, this is what happened. I fucked up. I was drinking, and I even like was crying and shit about it because like whatever. It's like I was embarrassed. And yeah, the motherfuckers came for me pretty hard. I had my address get leaked a few times. I had threats against me. And it's just like, fuck, whatever at this point. 3 ounces. Nice. Yeah, no, TikTok can definitely be an interesting little fucking. These thoughts are absolutely wild. 100% they are, man. 100%. That's the whole reason I started, like, self-medicating, if you will. It's like a lot of the. It has a lot to do with the traumas I went through as a kid, right? And then I struggled at one point with talking to people and being social and having friends, but I didn't feel that way when I'd have alcohol. But I never had that switch in my head where it's like, hey, Quentin, you drank too much or you drank enough. Stop drinking, drink some water, and let it kind of just go out of your system. It was like, nah, Quentin, fucking be destructive. Quentin, get fucking obliterated and just become a complete ass clown. I never had self control, and it progressively got worse as I got older. But in a sense that my tolerance got higher, and I never knew when to stop. I wouldn't get as out of hand, but I became a higher and higher tolerance to alcohol the older I got. Mm-hmm. You're okay, Jeff? Like, you're doing alright? Snoogans, hello. How are you? I'm good, thank you for asking. I'm just doing my meal prep and obviously alive. I That's just it, Jeff. So like I don't disagree. Like I think there needs to be like more men who talk about this stuff. But it's like it's really shitty when I have people go into my comments or whatever and they're like, oh, like this guy's a fake or this never happened and yada yada yada. And it's like, like I'm out here fucking like being as vulnerable as I can and exposing stuff that actually fucking hurts. Right? And then to have motherfuckers go off on me, like, yeah, like, I might come across as like, like shit just rolls off. Like that shit fucking sucks, man. It's a good one. Well, I don't disagree. Do it. If you want, man, download CapCut. It's an editing app, right? It has music and whatever you want to use on the app. And then you can edit your content off your phone on the app and then upload to YouTube and Facebook. Sorry, I'm just trying to get all this done. Oh! And like I've even made other videos, for example, like just me being at work. I made a video with my little brother. He lives with me. He's a roommate, right? And one of the journeymen in the lunchroom bet my brother Matt that he wouldn't let me spit a bowl or a mouthful of rice in his face. And he's like, fuck no. He's like, I'm not gonna let Quentin do that. He's like, well, what if I made the bet for like, would you do it for $10 and an energy drink? My brother's like, fuck yeah. So I do that, right? And we're laughing. We think it's funny. He's laughing. He's also like, that's fucking gross, but like, it's funny, whatever. I post a video like that on TikTok. And then I had a bunch of people just flood and come at me being like, I can't believe as a sexual assault survivor, you did this to him. And it's like, I'm not sexually assaulting him. I'm not touching him. I'm not violating him. So, like, what does that have to do with this? Or then people came at me being like, you openly talk about being abused and the traumas and the struggles you went through. And then here you are openly abusing someone. I'm like, I think people have like the words abuse and other terms so loosely used. It's just like, honestly, like, reading that shit just makes me not want to post certain content and continue to talk about it because people are just so fucking loose with words. Now, give me a second to catch up. I'm 42 now. I'm in this 15 years. Two kids together. Just let me alone. Thank you, Snoogans. I know I wasn't abusing him, but that's what I'm saying is people are so quick to want to come after people or to try and like cancel them or end them, and it makes me really hesitant on even trying to post content or anything on social media, especially on TikTok lately. Like, TikTok has just been nothing but fucking drama or wah. The best way to word it is just wah. And even like YouTube, there's lots of trolls on YouTube. I see it in my comments a lot. You're right. People really only see what they want to see, or what image they can paint of you because they don't fucking like you. Like I had Twitter, and I'm not promoting this, okay? So don't think of me trying to make a car sales or a pitch to you guys. So I have Twitter. I had Twitter, and I used to use it to promote OnlyFans. And honestly, I'm probably gonna get out of doing OnlyFans here very soon because I just don't care to do it that much anymore. And it's a lot of work. It really is. But anyway, when my address got leaked, I had people subscribe to my OnlyFans as well as go to my Twitter, and I would get private messages like DMs of people making threats to sexually assault me now that they had my address, right? And I was like, it's fucked, man. Like in the last December, January, February, March, April, let's say the last 5 months, social media has been a complete flop from what it was to the amount of like distasteful comments, hurtful comments, trolls, or even threats that I receive quite literally on a daily basis. So like honestly, that's why I don't really promote my OnlyFans anymore. One is like I don't see myself as a very sexual person, right? Like I'm not, like, once again I need to reiterate, I'm not trying to promote it. I'm not trying to be like go subscribe or anything because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just kind of venting, so bear with me. Um, is I don't see myself as a very sexualized person. Like I don't like even getting comments sometimes on my TikTok and stuff. I don't find it very fun. What the fuck?